filmed a video like this in ages and I'm so excited to film one. I'm going to be doing my April favourites today. Sorry it's so late, I am honestly all over the place at the moment. Finding the time to film is very, very difficult, and also I'm starting to weekly vlog again, starting this week, so on Monday, maybe Tuesday, a weekly vlog will go up. The reason why it might not go up until Tuesday is because I'm going to Amsterdam this weekend. I'm going tomorrow, Friday, and I'm coming back on Sunday night. So I start work at 1 on Monday, so I'll probably start editing the vlog in the morning, but I don't think I'll finish it. I'll probably finish it Monday night, so then it'll go up on Tuesday, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'll probably go up on Tuesday, but that'll include this week and then Amsterdam on the end. I'm sure most of the vlog will be Amsterdam, but I'm super excited to be vlogging again. I absolutely love watching weekly vlogs at the moment. They're one of my favourite things to watch, so I was getting a bit jealous and I really wanted to start weekly vlogging again, even though my life's not that interesting in the week, but most of my weekends for the next few weeks are going to be full with really fun things. So I thought I would start a weekly vlog again and just vlog things in the week if they're interesting, but it will mainly be weekend stuff. Anyway, this is a favourites video. One more thing before I get started. I have dyed my hair again. I just got it bleached a couple of times. I did it all properly. I had it done at hairdresser. They did Olaplex and all that sort of stuff, and they toned it for me. I did have some pink in it, but that's washed out now. I'm going to put some purple in it, well, some lilac, not as purple as I had it last summer. I'm going to be doing that later, but that will wash out too, and I think it will also take any brassy tones out of my hair, because the middle of my hair is quite brassy, so it'll hopefully get rid of some of those tones. But anyway, for now I am blonde. It makes me look so pale. When I'm not wearing makeup, I really don't like it that much, because I feel like it washes me out a lot and I don't have makeup and bronzer to make me look less ill, so I just feel like it washes me out and I look really pale. But when I've got makeup on and stuff, I do quite like it. I think it's quite a nice colour. I think it'll look much nicer when it's been toned and some of the brassy tones have been taken out and it's more white blonde, but we'll get there. I'm excited to have some lilac hair for the next couple of weeks as well when I dye it. You'll see that in the weekly vlog because I'm going to do it tonight, and then I'm off to Amsterdam, so all my Amsterdam vlogs and pictures and stuff, I will have purple hair. Anyway, let's get into my favourites. So first of all, for the first time in ages, I have a couple of makeup favourites. Not that many, and they're all things except for one that I've talked about before, but they're things that I've been using so much in the past month that I've just really wanted to mention them again. So the first thing is L'Oreal Miss Baby Roll Mascara. Other than maybe Benefit Roller Lash, which is on par with it, like it's just as good as Benefit Roller Lash in my opinion. I've tried so many mascaras. Mascaras are the one thing that I think I've tried lots of different ones of. Foundations, I've probably only ever tried like 4. Eyeliners, I've tried like 2, but mascaras, I've tried over 10. I've tried so many mascaras to try and find the perfect one, and this is the only one I ever go back to. I used to love L'Oreal Telescopic. I repurchased that recently and I really don't like it. I've tried the Miss Hippie mascara and the Manga one. The Manga one really does not work for me, it's awful. The Miss Hippie one is okay, but this one is much better. And then I've tried lots of other brands too, and this is just the one that I keep coming back to. So if you're looking for a mascara that's drugstore, affordable, really good. I have really short stubby lashes, so nothing really works for my lashes, but this is the one thing that makes me feel that my lashes look actually decent. So would definitely recommend. Second thing is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. Obviously I've talked about this a million times, but they've recently brought out new shades, and this is Zero Extra Fair, and this is perfect. So I used to use the shade number 1, which I think was just fair, and it was okay. I couldn't really use it on my chin because then it would be too close to my neck and it used to not look the right colour. Under my eyes it used to really hide eye bags really nicely, but was a bit dark, and it just wasn't the best shade for me. It's an amazing concealer, so I always went back to it, but it wasn't the best shade. But this shade is perfect for me. I am super duper pale. I am probably not the palest person ever, but I am one of the palest people. I am so pale. My skin is like paper. I honestly am the pale top of the pale scale. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but this concealer's really good. And the last makeup favourite I have is a lipstick. It's kind of a lipstick. It's more like a sparkly lipsol. It is one of the L'Oreal Colour Riche lipsticks, and it is in the shade #Bay, and it is just a sparkly top coat. It looks like this. I don't know if you can see it very well. I might put it on actually. Should I just put it on? Might ruin it a bit because I'm wearing dark lipstick. Yeah, I'll swatch it for you instead. I really don't want to ruin it because it's lovely. I don't know if you can tell when that catches the light, but it's like a pink sparkle. It is so pretty, but the best thing about it is it's really moisturising as well. It's like a sparkly lipsol, and that's what I love about it, because I've had really dry lips recently, and this is really nice, and it also adds a little bit of a sparkle. I don't know, I just really like it. So that is all of my makeup favourites. The next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is music. I only have one music favourite this month, but it is a whole album, and it is George Ezra's new album, Staying at Tomorrow's. I am obsessed with it. It's so summery. I just absolutely love it. As I always do in these videos, I will show you some of my favourite songs from it, but I love all the songs. Like, every single song is really good, but I will just show you my few favourites. So I absolutely love Paradise and Don't Matter Now. They're amazing songs, probably some of my faves, but I know that you guys are going to have heard those because they're quite overplayed at the moment, so I won't show you those ones. I'll show you some of the more obscure ones that I love. So the first one is All My Love. I feel like I haven't said this in a video before, have I? If I have, I apologise, but I always say that my favourite genre of music is the kind of music that would be played at a high school dance in like the 50s. I don't know how else to describe it, but songs that have that kind of vibe to it are my favourite kinds of songs. Anyway, I'll show you one of my favourite songs from his album that kind of has that vibe to it.
Oh my love is yours, oh my time is ours. Oh, no matter where you go, baby, I'll be there. Oh my love is yours, oh my time is ours. Oh my reckless dreams, oh my restless hours.
I think it might be the bass, like the bass of the song gives it that like 50s feel, I don't know. And then another song that I like a lot is Shotgun. This one makes me feel so summery.
Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. The sun ain't changing the atmosphere, architecture unfamiliar. I could get used to this. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone.
This is my favourite bit in a second, ready? So that's my only music favourite for the month. Pretty much all I've been listening to all month. I don't have any new TV show favourites to show you this month, unfortunately. I did mention last month how we've been watching Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. This month we have moved on to Ramsay's Hotel Hell, which is also really, really good. Similar vibe, but instead of like going into restaurants, he does the whole hotel and restaurant. It's really, really, really good. Loving that too. So I guess that's a TV show favourite, but not much different from last month. But I have seen a ton of new films which I have loved, so I will chat to you about those next. First one, have to start with, is Avengers Infinity War. It was amazing, everything I could have wished for. Absolutely loved every second of it. I cried in the first 20 minutes. If you've seen it, you'll know exactly why. And then like an hour in, I started crying again, and like that part of the film wasn't sad or anything. And Luke turned to me and was like, "Why are you crying? Like this is good." And I was like, "I'm still crying from the thing that happened before." I just kept crying about it. It made me really sad, but you'll know what I mean if you've watched it, but I'm not going to give any away spoilers. It was just so good. I loved it so much. Like everything I could have wished for. I loved it. I could not wait for part 2. If you've seen the ending, oh my goodness, I need part 2 now. What happened? I don't want to give away any spoilers, I'm gonna shush, but I loved it so much. It was amazing. So another film I went to see and absolutely loved was Ready Player One. I'd heard lots of amazing things about the book, so I was super excited for the film. It sounded really good and the concept sounded really cool, definitely up mine and Luke's streets. We went to see it like the day it came out or a day later or something, and it lived up to our expectations. It was so good. We really loved it. We came out like, that was one of the best films. Luke even said it was one of his favourite films. It was so good. I think that's more because it's our kind of thing, but it was really good for what it is. And also, we absolutely love the show Bates Motel, and the girl from Bates Motel was in it, and we weren't expecting it to be her. There's like a bit of a big reveal about one of the characters in it, and it turned out to be the girl from Bates Motel, and we were just super excited because we love her. So yeah, really loved Ready Player One. Go see it if you're thinking about it. I think it's still in the cinema. It's amazing. I'm not a big fan of 3D films, and neither's Luke. We love going to see films in IMAX, but not necessarily 3D. But if you are a fan of 3D films, I can imagine that that one would be a brilliant one to see in 3D. So the next film is not as much of a talked about film as Ready Player One and Avengers, but it is Blockers. It's like an adult comedy, and it's about a bunch of young people who are going to prom, is it? And they've all been like a group of friends since they were really little, and all their parents know each other, and they're messaging each other about all the things that they're going to get up to on prom night, and their parents actually see the messages come up on a laptop, and they all get worried, and they all like work together to make sure sure all these things don't happen and the kids don't do these things, and it's really, really funny. We went to see it on a bit of a whim, and I'm so glad we did because it was really, really good. The next one I saw that I loved was Rampage. This one stars Dwayne Johnson, and he basically befriends this absolutely gigantic white gorilla, and they're really good friends. And then there's this like evil corporation who have made this stuff and they're like harboring in space, and then the spacecraft like explodes and the stuff comes down to Earth and hits like 3 points in America, and one of them hits Dwayne Johnson's gorilla friend, one hits like a crocodile, and one hits a wolf somewhere. And all 3 of these animals start like mutating and having all these crazy things happen to them, and you can imagine where the film goes from there. But it's really, really good, really loved it. Bit of a cheesy one, but really enjoyed it. I even shed a little tear at the end, but to be fair, I cry at like every film, so. Then the last one I went to see that I really enjoyed this month was a film called Funny Cow. This film I don't think actually came to my cinema where I live, but me and Luke went to Birmingham to go to a Skindred concert. I didn't mention this earlier in my music favourites because I do not think many of you guys will be too interested. But the band Skindred, if you are into that sort of music, have just released a song called Big Tings, and it is really great. So go check that out if you are into that kind of music. But anyway, me and Luke went to see Skindred in Birmingham, and we went like all day. We spent the whole day there because it was on a Sunday, so we thought we'd just go for the day. And then we realised that the shops closed at a certain point and the concert didn't start until a lot later, so we had like this big 3-hour gap to fill. So we went to the cinema and we went to see Funny Cow. Because they have such a big cinema, they show loads more films, and this was basically a film about a British comedian back in the day, I think maybe the 80s, I want to say. She was really funny when she was little, and she didn't know what she wanted to be when she grew up because all she knew was just making jokes and being funny. And then she decided to become a stand-up comedian, and it's about her like rise to becoming a stand-up comedian. And we just went to see it because it was one of the only films we hadn't seen that were on the list of films to see at that sort of time of the day. We were going to go see Avengers again, and then we saw this one and we thought, let's go see that. And I'm so glad we did because it was actually really good. It was quite heavy, sad in parts, but it was really funny. It was obviously about a stand-up comedian, so it had some really funny parts. She was hilarious, but it did have really sad parts as well. But it was a really good film. I really, really enjoyed it, so I would definitely recommend that one. If you're into things about like British people in the 70s, 80s, I feel like that is definitely a thing that's quite popular at the moment. To give you an idea of what sort of vibe it was, in parts it reminded me of things like Trainspotting, This Is England. Also, there was like that Scylla thing, remember that Scylla thing with the girl from 2 Pints of Lager and a Packet of Crisps, and she was also in Gavin and Stacey, what's her name? She's really great. She was in the Legally Blonde musical on the West End as well. I can't remember her name, it's gonna really bug me. But she was in like a Scylla documentary. I don't know, that sort of thing, it had that sort of vibe. I really liked it. Anyway, moving on to a couple of films that I did go and see that I really didn't enjoy. One of those was Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was okay, but the problem that I had with Tomb Raider is it had barely any females in it. Like, it had countless amount of men in it, countless amounts like extras. The main characters were all men except for obviously Lara Croft. All the characters were men. There were countless amounts of men in it, but I could probably count the amount of females in the whole film on 2 hands, including extras and people in the background. There were just no females in it. There was Lara Croft, there was her dad's partner, there was the evil lady in the tomb thing, the 2 girls at the start. I really can't even think of any more. I'd say at most 5 or 6. I saw the film at the beginning of the month, so there could be 1 or 2 more, but honestly, there were barely any females in the film and it really bugged me. The film overall wasn't that bad. It was actually okay, but the fact that they was just all male, I just didn't really get it. I didn't understand why. A lot of the characters could have been female. There's no reason why they had to be male, so that really let it down for me. So I would give that a miss. If you're thinking about watching it, just don't bother. Don't give it that support, because where are all the girls at? The girl who played Lara Croft was really amazing though. She did a great job. I really can't remember if I mentioned this one last month, so if I did, I'm really sorry, but I don't think I did. I went to see A Wrinkle in Time. Really, really didn't like it. It was all over the place. It had the most random storyline. The only redeeming feature of it is it was very beautiful. Like, it was very stunning, colourful, lovely. The acting was actually really good, but the storyline was just weird. It didn't make any sense. It was just rubbish. Like, I didn't enjoy the story. It was a very, very far-fetched, and obviously it's a far-fetched film, but as in the storyline was just a bit like, really? it's that easy. I don't know, I just didn't like it. Very rare for me to say I didn't like a Disney film, but it was just a bit weird. So my last category is Disney Etsy stores. So basically, I absolutely love Etsy stores that sell Disney inspired items. I support so many of them. I love them so much. I've bought so much stuff from them. I just think it's a great thing to do with your time. I respect anybody that does it. I always have a look at people's stores. If they post about it on Instagram or whatever, I always go and check them out and see if they sell anything I'd be interested in, because I love buying from people who make handmade items. I think it's awesome. I told you guys about loads that I've bought in the past, but some of my favourites up until these two that I'm going to tell you about today include Hannah Marie Magic. I absolutely love her ears. Flyer Kite Creations, who make the little cozies. I really love those. Follow a bunch of them on Instagram. I think I'm going to do like a little thing on my Instagram story soon where I shout out all my favourite Etsy stores. So go follow me on Instagram, and then in the next week or two I will post that story with all different Etsy stores on it that I love. But two that I want to mention today. First of all, the first one is Mermaid Handmade Treasures. The girl that runs this store is absolutely lovely. I messaged her saying I wanted to buy one of her cases. She makes custom phone cases. She also does frames and things as well, which she's recently started doing, so definitely go check those out. But I absolutely love her phone cases. They are complete customs. You give her a little idea. It's basically similar to what I did with Hannah with my mini ears. I wanted Wally mini ears and I gave her a little idea, and then she created the whole ears and made them amazing and made my little ideas come to life. And that is kind of what I did with Mermaid Handmade Treasures. She makes the incredible cases. I literally just said to her, I want a dark blue sparkly Hades one, maybe some Pain and Panic in there, and she created this amazing case. All her cases have like a similar vibe, but they're also all very different and unique as well. This is what mine looks like. Sorry if it's not coming up very well because it's like reflecting. I know that can be really annoying. But it has two Hades pictures and a Pain and Panic picture, which is what I asked for. A little fire, a little skull, and then a little gem black Mickey, which I love. It's like a dark blue sparkly colour, and this frosting stuff is so cool. It's like rubber and grippy, which is good for a phone case. But I don't know how she does it. They're just so cool. And I wanted something Halloween-y because my next Disney trip is going to be in October, so I wanted something villainy, and Hades is my favourite villain, so I was like, yes, Hades will be great. Please go and check out her Etsy and her Instagram. I will link them below in the description, so go check her out. Amazing, like she can do anything. She's great. It doesn't even have to be Disney. She does all sorts of stuff. So the last thing in this favourites video and the last store that I wanted to tell you about is Quackers & Co. I have recently become a brand rep for Quackers & Co, which is so cool. I am so excited about it. Quackers & Co basically are a company run by my lovely friend Sammy, and they make clothing and buttons and stuff with different teams on, and the teams correspond to different films, and they are teams of the like places. So I'm not describing this very well. Basically, things like Team Wonderland or Team Neverland or Team Montanui, Metroville, Corona, the different places that different characters live, if you know what I mean. It kind of reminds me of like back in the day when you were either like Team Jacob or Team Edward when it came to Twilight. I actually really didn't like Twilight, but I was one of those people that were like, oh, Team Harry Potter. But I really love this idea. My favourite teams, if you're wondering, are Team Wonderland, Montanui and Metroville. I already have a Wonderland hat because I purchased that myself, but as I've become a brand rep, the lovely Sammy has sent me two buttons, and I asked for Montanui and Metroville, so this is what they look like. They're just going to reflect, so I'll hold them up properly. This is the Montanui one. It's so cool. It has the little boat on it, and I really love the colours. If you're unsure, this is from Moana. They live on the island of Montanui. And this is the Metroville one. If you again are unsure, this is the Incredibles one because they live in Metroville. I am super excited to have this one because obviously the new Incredibles film is coming out next month, which I'm so excited about. But I love these. I can't wait to wear them, especially in Disneyland. I think it'll be so cool if other people are wearing them and we can like compare our favourite teams and what team we're on. I just think that's such a cute idea. I'm so excited to be a brand rep for Sammy. She is amazing and her store is so cool. Go and check it out. Again, of course, I will leave it down below. But yeah, they are all of my favourites for this month. Sorry it took so long for this video to come out. I am going to try my very hardest to get behind this now and try and make more videos. Sorry, my phone just went off. Film them in bulk, and I have so many ideas. I just need to have time to sit and film, and I like to film with makeup on and stuff, so I have to have time to put makeup on and all that sort of thing first, which sounds ridiculous, but you'll relate if you make videos as well. But I will hopefully film and upload this video before I go to Amsterdam so you guys can see it, and then when I get back there'll be an Amsterdam vlog. Then I have loads of Disney videos coming soon and stuff like that. I am excited about videos, just need some time. I also have a Primark haul, a car boot sale haul, all coming your way in the next few weeks, so please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, subscribe down below if you are new, and I will be back very soon with another video. Bye!